Join me as I try to break down Sydney McLaughlin's insane track performance and see if I can match her pace. Sydney McLaughlin is widely regarded as one of the most talented track and field athletes of her generation. With a slew of world championship titles, Olympic medals, and records to her name, she's proven time and time again that she's a force to be reckoned with on the track. But despite her impressive resume, Sydney has faced her fair share of challenges throughout her career. In the months leading up to this performance, Sydney was sidelined due to a nagging injury that threatened to derail her entire season. Despite the setback, she worked tirelessly with her coaching team to rehab and rebuild her strength, all while maintaining a laser-like focus on her ultimate goal. On top of that, she was also dealing with the pressure of being one of the most dominant athletes in her sport, with everyone from coaches to competitors to fans eagerly anticipating her next move. Add to that the intense mental and emotional toll of competing at the highest level, and it's clear that Sydney was facing an uphill battle just to get to the starting line. And yet, she somehow managed to channel all that adversity into fuel for her performance, using it to drive her to new heights. As she prepared to take on the world's best athletes, Sydney was more determined than ever to prove her doubters wrong and show the world what she was truly capable of. With the stakes higher than ever, Sydney's mental toughness was put to the test as she faced off against a field of talented rivals. But as the gun went off and the race got underway, it quickly became clear that Sydney was in a league of her own. Her training regimen had clearly paid off, as she exploded out of the blocks with a speed and power that left her competitors in the dust. Sydney's strategy going into the race was to start strong and maintain a consistent pace throughout, knowing that her superior fitness level would allow her to pull away from the pack in the later stages. And boy, did she ever execute that plan to perfection. As she hit the final stretch, Sydney shifted into high gear, unleashing a blistering kick that left the crowd gasping in awe. It was one of those rare moments where you just knew you were witnessing something truly special. The moment that really stood out, though, was when Sydney crossed the finish line and let out an emotional scream of triumph. It was a release of all the tension, all the pent-up energy, and all the frustration that had been building up inside her throughout the season. In that instant, you could see the weight of the world lifting off her shoulders as she realized she'd accomplished something truly historic. The impact of Sydney's performance was felt far beyond the track itself, sending shockwaves throughout the entire track and field community. It cemented her status as one of the all-time greats, and inspired a whole new generation of athletes to push themselves to new heights. As we look to the future, it's clear that Sydney McLaughlin is only just getting started, and we can't wait to see what she does next. So what did you guys think of Sydney's insane performance? Let me know in the comments below, and if you're new here, consider subscribing for more track and field content. And if you want to see more videos like this, check out my breakdown of Noah Lyle's record-breaking sprint.